Welcome. This is our morning edition of Deviant Daily. I hope you are well. Thank you for being here. I don't know, something exciting, something inspirational, bullshit, yada, 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 etc., etc., etc. Whatever. We're here. Hopefully, you have coffee. I do not at the moment. I want coffee. I need coffee, but I don't have any. So have some for me. Have some tea or whatever you enjoy. Um, I like I like the card that I pulled today, this morning for our focus, and then our tarot card is interesting. So let's just get into it. And again, remember, this is our time together. This is our experience. Hello, everyone. Hello, hi. Um, but yeah, just remember that this is our time together. Uh, Share what you feel comfortable sharing. Even if you see something different or what hasn't been expressed yet, that's okay. You don't have to know anything about tarot, or just express yourself. Whatever you see, whatever you know, anything that, like, if you hear some words or a phrase and you want to expand upon it, feel free, do that. This is our time, so make the most of it. The card that I picked from the Therapets deck that came up for us is don't focus on success or failure. Just focus on effort. Focus on trying. Don't focus on success or failure. Just focus on effort. Focus on trying. So what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? I like it because, I think that we place a lot of emphasis on succeeding, and then when we don't succeed, whatever that means, we feel like we're a failure, and then we place emphasis and focus on failure, and that's just it's a toxic sort of cycle that we get ourselves and we allow ourselves to get into, and it doesn't have to be that way. All we have to do is just focus in on trying, focus in on doing something about whatever we're currently in. And so if we want to succeed at something, if we want to, if we have goals, then it is important that we simply keep, plugging away. We keep, doing the work and trying to get to where we want to be. And eventually, that does build momentum, and it feels fun too, because usually those goals we have fun, like, we have goals for a reason. We're inspired by something, we're passionate by something, and so we want to make something happen. And so usually the process is really therapeutic for us, and healing and exciting. And so if we just focus on those exciting things, that therapeutic energy, if we focus on the effort that we're putting in, that's all that matters. And we recognize, like, oh, I don't have to tap into the stress or the anxiety of success or failure. I'm just tapped into just showing up now and doing that, and doing the work and making things happen, one day at a time. And that's enough for me. And that makes me even more happy, because I don't plug into, again, success or failure, which is interesting. You see why? Because the card that we are going to discuss in brief is the Devil reversed. The Devil reversed. So when you look at this card, what do you see? How does it make you feel? What thoughts come into enter your space? What pops up? What do you know? Again, you don't have to know anything about the Devil card in tarot. Just put out there, express what comes up for you. A lot of people are scared of the Devil card. I like it. I'll be honest. I enjoy it, but I don't really have the same connection to the Devil as a lot of people with Christian programming, do. And so, what does the Devil represent to you? Reversed. And so, with a reversed Devil, I feel like this could be, again, with don't focus on success or failure, just focus on effort, focus on trying. So a lot of times people use the devil as a scapegoat. A lot of times people blame the devil for everything wrong in their reality, and the realization is like, no, it's not the devil, it's you. It is your choices. It is your actions. It is the things around you that we surround ourselves with. It is every experience, that we allow to be a part of ours. It's that. It's not an outside source in a sense. It's not, other people. It's not an outside entity. The devil in this tarot right now, it's something that we are choosing. But reverse is what I like. It's interesting because I feel like reverse, it's like it's sort of this fear, but at the same time it's liberation. It is a fear because we are liberating ourselves. We are in this process of unchaining ourselves. We are in this process of, coming out of this very restricted sort of energy. And so we recognize that we can breathe, we can think for ourselves. We're not a part of something that is telling us how to behave, what we can or cannot wear, what we can or cannot do with our bodies. We are actually stepping into something that is far more about critical thinking, far more about choice, far more about ownership of our own, like the agency we have of our own selves, right? And so I like this. It's kind of heavy for the morning. But that's why it's like, don't focus on success or failure. I think with the devil upright, at times it could be very like very rigid, very stuffy, and success failure dynamic, and reverse, it's like, oh, I'm in this process of releasing from that. I'm in this process of finding myself, and what I believe and what I want to invest in, what I want to be chained to, or what I enjoy, the pleasures that I seek. I'm learning more about me, my body, myself, and I am choosing to be in this space. It's not like an outside source is commanding me or controlling me. I am choosing to be a part of something, and I like that because we are taking our choice back, and we are seeing the light. So in the light is information, data. We are receiving information. We are receiving hope in our life right now. And so it's like, okay, it's not so dark, it's not so restrictive. We are being given an opportunity to expand. We are being given an opportunity to be educated. Okay. And so, focus on effort, focus on being educated. And that's the thing. The devil upright can at times represent ignorance. And so this is where it's like, you know what? We do not need to be ignorant anymore. We need to choose to be educated. We need to be uncomfortable. When we are called out, or when someone says something is offensive or hateful, and we didn't realize that until we do. And when we're called out on it, we can feel embarrassed. That's fine. We can work through that. But it is time to educate ourselves. Why is this hateful? Why, did I say this? Why, educate ourselves so we are no longer ignorant. And that's the devil reverse. It's like, don't focus on, again. So as an example, and there are we I feel that everybody is racist because we are built. The system is built upon racism, right? And so we are all, that's ingrained into us. And so we can express things that we did not know were racist and hateful. And then we find out, and it can make us feel some type of way, like, oh wow, that's extremely problematic. And don't focus on success. Okay, let me try and do better, and I'm doing better. Don't focus on failure. Oh, I slipped up. I slipped into old programming. Don't focus on that stuff, because that happens. But what is necessary is to keep doing the work, keep putting effort in, keep putting in the effort to be anti-racist, keep putting the effort to and trying to do better, because again, slip-ups happen, because again, it has been ingrained in us for so long. So when we choose to be better, there's a buffer period. There's periods where, oh, that comes up, and then we work through it, we show up, we do better, we take responsibility for our actions, our words, and everything, and we just keep doing better. So it's not like easy success, easy failure. It's not like that. It's just show up and try and keep doing better. And so that's where, the education part comes from with the devil reverse. We recognize, like, oh, right now in my life, in our lives, it is important for us to educate ourselves where we may be ignorant. So what is coming up for us right now that maybe we're a little ignorant about? And don't feel embarrassed by being ignorant, or don't feel like, oh, that's so judgmental, you can't say I'm ignorant. Who cares? We are all ignorant on some level in certain subjects. That's fine. But we can choose to be educated. We can choose to learn and grow. And so that's what's being expressed here, part of this devil card, devil reverse. And so there is hope. We can change. We can liberate. We can shift from like that sort of dark night of the soul experience into a more liberated and healing and uplifted experience. We can do that. It's just going to take time, and we have to give ourselves credit for trying and making an effort. So that's what's coming up for us this morning. What else do y'all think? Feel free to share your thoughts. What else do you think? How does it make you feel? What comes up for you? If you're watching a recording of this, keep sharing your thoughts and your ideas. I welcome them. I enjoy listening. I enjoy reading them. So what you say definitely could have an impact on the discussion. So very well. Share yourself. You're more than welcome. Thank you so much for doing that. And I think that's it. So again, you can share your last minute thoughts and ideas. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. I thank you so much for showing up and spending time with me. If you are interested in showing how or supporting these videos, there are several ways, and you can click the link in the description to find out how. So thank you again. I will talk to you later this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your adventure.